As we're going for the double knee cut, if you saw opportunity to, sometimes when you open the legs, you might see opportunity to swim your hand inside. Okay, this would be amazing. Right? If I saw the gap to swim and then double knee cut, I've basically got his hip already. This is great. Won't always be available. Sometimes the leg's a bit tight to do that, and you'll feel you have to drive in first, then try to go here, or even try to kind of pass with your arm underneath. Lastly, you might even feel the need not to hang on, but just to open the legs even more to like post. You should feel like when you go to put your knee in, there's a chance that they actually push you backwards. You lose your base this way. Okay. Because we're trying to open our space here. So you might even feel the need to post as we go here. As long as my head's in good position, and you can't, my head and chest block that knee shield, I can post here, get good position, and then look to come in front to finish the pass. All right, I'll just talk about a couple of other options to pass through the legs. Okay, double knee cut, it to me is the best if you can get it, because you land, very tight. You give up very little space. It's all kind of the most difficult for them to push you off. Okay, but another really good one is to windshield wipe your feet. So if I can be here, same lean, this time I windshield wipe on my feet like this. Okay, from here. I can then look to pass out to the side. Often, and this is a time where you might use the windshield wipe instead of the double knee cut. Often you feel like getting, let's say he's blocked here, right? I can't get his tricep. I might try to go to the far side and go here. I can windshield wipe or even back step and try to block the near hip, right? So when he tries to recover his legs, it's blocked. You may feel like backstepping is a good idea. It's not that it doesn't work. I can backstep, so I can go like backstep here and pass. The problem with a big backstep is if I want to pin his hips, and when I backstep, I can't pin his hips well. So if Aaron back rolls as I do something like this, right, I often end up very out of position. Right, very unlikely I'm going to pass now. Possibly get swept, but most likely I come up and just into the guard. My aim was to kill the hips, right? Keep his hips square. Okay, when his hips are square, you can't do that back roll to counter. So if I'm doing that, or I'm windshield wipering, I can kill the hips. Yeah, even if I'm windshield wipering, I tend to try to keep some weight. Even when I'm cross gripping like this, I still try to keep some weight with my head towards the hips. So when he tries to back roll now, I've got some weight here, stopping the hips lifting. If you go heavy on the upper body, very likely that something like this happens. right, the last of the through the legs passes is with a crossface. I pretty much almost blanket say in no gi, it's not worth doing this because he just frames my head and this all comes apart. Okay. But in a gi, you can actually grab onto something, so if he's pushing my head, I can attach at least, and it's difficult. It's like a long step pass almost we're going to do. Okay. Now, if we're going to do this one, I'd actually rather hold low down on the hips, like a grip on the pants or belt here, kind of in the middle rather than up high. High, I'm allowing his hips to, like as I come forward, his hips can lift, so he back rolls, right? And I could possibly lose base again. Okay. Whereas a lower grip, I tend to stay lower, right? And I'm more attached. If he tries to back roll here, right, he should be very stuck. Okay. So obviously the hard thing for this one is, he has to have given me enough room, basically not blocked my shoulder or been able to block my arm, or he's looking at my arm, he's trying to get that, and I managed to dive. So you're basically going to dive, switch your base, and then the last thing when we switched our base is actually trying to consolidate. He's going to try and get that bottom leg in, so I'm going to switch to grabbing the bottom leg, okay, stretching out, lifting up, and beating that knee line. Obviously, if I'm here and I try to go straight for the far hip, I'm going to run into the leg. Okay. So I'm going to switch from here to here. If his knee's in, I've got to walk a bit, beat it with my knee, and consolidate. Now we're looking at the single underhook pass. So this is basically when, we've covered basically passing through or on this side. So Aaron puts up his defenses on that side. Yeah, 2 hands on this side usually means I can start coming underneath the leg. Okay, preferably actually with this, I do come under and anchor my hand very tightly before I even go around. This is going to be really tight. You don't have to. You can still go single under and then kind of work from there to get your arm across, but definitely, if possible, as he starts to curl the frame on this side, I'm going to try and pull the knee from the chest a bit, come across here in the gi. That might even be a nice high grip up on the collar so we can stack. Actually, no gi, you can even do straight to this style stack, but more often, I feel like I'll try to go low here. Now, just as you're doing this, again, don't let the knee line slip and start to get a knee shield. This is going to kill your pass. Okay, so you've got to keep your head lower than the knee line, or at least postured, like good chest posture, so it's hard for him to put a knee shield in front. Okay, so I go here like this, preferably first. Okay, now I just need to make sure I don't get triangled as I move around. He knows I want to go around. He wants to pull on my arm. Okay, he wants to pull this in if possible. So when I extract my knee, I'm going to get caught. Okay. Or he wants to start blocking on the other side now, and that's when I can fake this way, I can come back now, deeper, I can mix these together. All right, these should be working together. But if you get an arm very deep, basically I would commit yourself now to going for the single under. If you've got it deep, don't try and come back with it deep. This won't, my own arm prevents me going back through. Okay, I'm forcing myself here. So all I'm going to do is try to make it so he doesn't hook my leg. All right, what's he want to do? If he can't pull my arm, he wants to hook. Right now when I try to move around, he's starting to curl in with this, trying to grab onto my leg, or at least stifle my under legs. So don't let him hook the leg by intercepting the shin, like this. Okay. So usually the grip from here, once I've got this arm across, is coming back, waiting for that, okay, and just Palm up if possible. So if he tries to pull to the triangle, my whole hand, my whole hand is caught. Okay, go back. If I try and grab the shin palm down, it's just my thumb that can slip a lot easier. Preferably it's like this. Okay? And I just walk myself around until I can come under the hips and stack, or pull the hips in for the single underpass. We have a course on once we get to this position. Okay, so obviously from there, we can start attaching our chest and moving through the pass. Probably the most common mistake in walking around is moving high. Okay, so I don't want to go like this here. He's going to start freeing his